Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Stories of Migration featuring guests from South Shore. And we are doing this in partnership with Faith in Place, the EcoWomanist Institute, and the Rainbow Beach PAC.
Migration is a reality of African Americans. Since we were forcibly brought over, I call it the forced migration from slavery, we have been migrating for better ever since. Many of our ancestors landed in the Deep South and in the Caribbean, various islands, but ultimately found their way north because, like Follow the North Star, they told there would be more freedom, more opportunities, and clearly being able to escape much of what was happening past slavery, which was the Jim Crow laws. Princess will talk about it later. We weren't the only creatures migrating. There were other migrators that without them, 87% of our food would not exist.
And with that said, I would also like to talk about a program called Migration and Me, which is part of Faith in Place under Sustainable Food and Land Use Program. And one of the things that we do is try to educate people on the monarch butterfly. Because a lot of people don't know that the monarch is one of the only species of butterfly that migrates over 3,000 miles from Michoacán, Mexico to as far as Nova Scotia, Canada. And as of probably like a month ago, they were actually put on the critically endangered list. So what I have in my hand is actually one of the only plants that the monarch butterfly lays its egg on, and that is the milkweed. So they lay their egg on here and the larvae eats. This is it. So no milkweed, no monarch butterfly. So we are encouraging through Faith and Place and other programs for people to plant milkweed in their garden.
His family came from Ohio, and my mother's father came from Huntsville? Huntsville, Kentucky? Henderson, Kentucky. So that's just the legacy. This is like the second generation. Girl, there's $1 million smile. I just only wish. This is how in the 1950s, you know, a modest family. My grandfather, he was an entrepreneur. He owned a grocery store, etc. But this is how they celebrated themselves. Very, very beautifully. Beautiful people. I'm going to see if I can find a picture. Look at those men. Those are real men. And I just want to see if I can find a picture of the grandfather that we're speaking of. But that's my mom and dad. Isn't that a beautiful, gorgeous picture? Married in 1950.
Okay.
So that was 72 years ago.
Wow.
72 years ago. And we've been in South Shore for 58 years.